topic, we'll run through an actual session conducting usability test. Now look, even I get nervous before every test, and I've been doing it for 13 years, so it's absolutely normal. Let's talk about the different phases of a session. There are 5 phases to a usability test. First phase is the introduction and formalities. In this phase, you would typically introduce the user to the session, talk about what you're planning to cover, make them feel really comfortable. So this is where we use lines like, "Tell me my baby's ugly," regarding your design, so they can feel comfortable giving you constructive feedback. Okay, so it's about introductions and make the user feel comfortable. The next phase is typically called a pre-test session. This is where you would give the user a questionnaire to fill out, often used as a screener to make sure that you understand who they are, that they're comfortable being there, as well as ensure that they're fit for the test. The next session is the crux of the testing. It's basically when you do the usability test. Give the users some scenarios and get them to complete the tasks. Also, don't forget, it's about data. Make sure you capture as much as possible. The goal here for you is to observe, don't lead, and it's all about silence. It's about observing and taking notes. After this session, there's a post-test phase. This is where you would actually discuss with the user about what they did, what they liked, what they disliked, clarify any questions that you had about what they did, and get them to give you feedback about anything that they would change with the design. The last phase in the usability test is a debrief. So imagine you were testing an intranet with staff members of an organization. This is the place where you would tell them what happens after the test, where they are within the entire process of the project, and what they should expect in terms of any changes to the design, or when you would expect for the design to be launched if it was a new website. In this topic, I've talked about conducting a usability test. Hopefully now you have a better idea as to the phases involved, the fact that you need to plan, not lead, capture as much data as possible, and the fact is you will be nervous. You're human after all. The next topic, I'm going to talk about a totally different usability evaluation technique. It's called an expert review.